Okay, I have never played Anachronox before, and in fact, I've never heard of it before, so I'm not even clear on what kind of game it is. It came out in 2001, which makes sense. I didn't have a gaming PC when I was, how old was I in 2001? Like 13 or 14, something like that. So I'm excited to check this out. We played it for about an hour. See what we could see. Oh, Ion Storm. Okay. Oh, that's a bummer, sir. Just happened to Andrea, too. She's going to be out in Vegas for her third consecutive week. Start new universe. The game audio is super quiet. I'm going to turn it up a little bit here. It might get louder in-game from the title screen, so I'll come back and check. Really easy, normal, way too hard. Holy crap, the mouse is very sensitive. I better be careful with that. Options, explore mode, interactive mode, save anywhere, subtitles and voiceovers. I think I actually want to keep it low res. Some of these older games, if you do the high res mode, it looks fine on a monitor, but it doesn't look great on stream. This all looks fine. Maybe that's why it's so quiet. Let me crank that really quick and turn down the stream audio. That's a little more like it. Alright, we might come back to that. Universe. New universe. Let's go normal. I'm trying to remember other games are out at the same time as this. When did the original KOTOR get released? 2003 or 4 or something? Hey, Kiki, how you doing? I want to say Final Fantasy X was around 2002-ish. KOTOR was 03, okay. This game appears to have booted up and is running flawlessly. It has this widescreen Steam entry. I want to say Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines came out in a similar era, and that game does not run well today, even with all the mods that are designed to make it run better. Did your alarm? Nice. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I know it can be rough sometimes when it starts early. It kind of looks like Deus Ex. The original Deus Ex, which I haven't played. But I know about through cultural osmosis. Rowdies. I like all the camera work in this opening sequence. Private Detective Sly Boots. What's your problem? Okay. Big Loud Brew. It did Human Revolution, but I should probably play the original Deus Ex at some point. Oh, that explains a lot, Gary. Ion Storm involved at all in... Are any of the employees from Ion Storm involved in Human Revolution? I love the cinematography in this opening scene.
The money, Boots. Or next time, I mix and match.
I love this guy's face. Yeah, I've heard that. Technically, it
Hit
hasn't
me.
aged too well.
Hasn't
The
there
original
been enough
Deus
of
Ex.
Have a heart. One of Detta's kids?
Anyone else throwing me out of windows lately?
Come clean with the debt, Sly. Detta's no slouch, and he's got muscle. He'll collect one way or the other.
Hey, money's tight. Soon as it rains,
It pours.
I'll pour some.
I'd suggest a job if I thought you'd take it.
Try me.
The key to my cellar's missing.
Oh, yeah? Where's the job part come in?
When you find it, I pay you.
Man, I need a real case. I need a challenge worthy of my
Classic.
deductive and
Killer
pugilistic
rats in the
skill.
tavern basement.
But I've got a bouncer.
Cute.
You
Yeah,
want some
right,
real
Ludifex.
advice? Find a job. It's amazing how many of your problems it'll solve.
You think? Fatima!
Looks very like retro 70s sci-fi. I'm getting a cyberpunky vibe from this setting so far.
What?
Anything on SenderNet?
Nothing you're
Nice.
sober enough for.
I'm just waiting for business to pick up. What's with the attitude?
For one,
Daikatana's the
I'm
really
sick
bad
of
game,
being
right?
dead.
And second, I'm tired of watching you drink your life away. When did you become such a
The
bum?
one where you become
not
John
a
Romero's
bum.
bitch.
Prove it.
Bums don't have offices.
An office isn't a storage room in a cheap bar, Boots.
Hey,
It's time for a new line of work.
forget it, sweetheart. I'm a detective. It's what I do.
Then go out and do it. I'm always here if you ever get off your butt and make useful.
Press F1 to use Fatima. That's okay, she's my computer, that makes sense. Camera off your desk, find some money in your office. Use the time minder over there for luck. Find yourself a job lead. That's being bad. I'm really impressed with the cutscenes there. Like, that whole opening was pretty great for a 2001 game. I gotta figure out how to turn. And back up to my office. That's cool. Like, it looks like a little, like, robot paper airplane, but it's my actual mouse cursor. I dig it. Allied teams are out of commission all year. Size B batteries are scarce around the bricks, otherwise I would have juiced them up as soon as I could. Benedict, don't... Oh god, how did he pause my game? What the fuck? Which button is pause? It's not escape. Okay, it was one of the F keys. Poor little guy, we had some good times. Yeah, I've never seen a game that does in-world explanation for the mouse. That's pretty great. I think he muted it too. Hold on. There's a diegetic mouse cursor. It's pretty great. Photos, delete, take photos, zoom. F11 to use the camera. Space. That's cool. Well, intercom. Don't need it now that you're in my life cursor. Wonderful. Let's see if I can turn up the mouse sensitivity a little bit here. Hold on. The menu mouse is extremely sensitive, so I turned it down. It's a little bit better. Lost the key to the back room a long time ago, but I bet I can pick the lock. Pick lock. Hey, thanks, Book Club. Hi, everybody. If you guys haven't checked out Book Club's channel, you totally should. Boots pick lock. Press the code for each tumbler by clicking the up and down arrows above each digit, but using the up and down arrow keys. Then click on the tumbler or press space to try the number. Meter at the handle of the lockpick will help show you how close you are. Oh, I think I understand. So it's probably 4? How close I am to the whole solution, I guess. How do I move to the next tumbler? Maybe a full meter is closer. And an empty meter is further. I think that's right. I'm not gonna get it. Let's try that one more time now that I understand how it works. I assume it changes each time. So is it 5 then? It's a hot and cold game. Okay, got it. What have you been playing this week, Book Club? Victory. Cool. Wonder what other things in gaming, like... Yeah, that money fell out of my pockets when, yeah. What other things in gaming do we usually take for granted, but some developer has decided to make a diegetic representation of it, right? I feel like that's something that Hideo Kojima really likes to do. It's like, you don't need to explain saving the game. Well, lots of companies do that. Ape arcade machine. I had to sell all the cartridges. I suck. Or slide boots. Alright, let's see. Broadband scanner from I lived on Cortica. Nothing interesting on the Nox guard band. The Nox guard patrolling the landing platform, you got issued the wrong size helmet. Riveting. Alright, looks like I can save. I think she gives me info, yeah. Use the time minder for luck, find yourself a job lead. Okay. This is a really cool game, Kiki. So it was kind of like a early PC, like Western RPG in the style of something like Deus Ex. It sounds like it's from the same dev. Hey Boots, there's glass in your hair. It's all the rage in Cortica. Fuck is this thing? Okay, that's a time minder. Got it. Find yourself a job lead. Gamed away all my money at Casino X or Casinox. All I've got left is this slag of Mistech I found. Could be worth something one day. Hey, Booter. Caught your swan dive earlier. Pretty sweet, dude. You still looking for work? Friend Dynamo's been exploring the tunnels for some guy. So let me get Frank's Flophouse if you're interested. Okay, F1 reminds me that we've updated the quest log. Frank's Flophouse, let's go. Actually, it makes me wonder, I keep seeing this Firewalker poster. That's the name of one of the DLCs in Mass Effect 2, and I know that the BioWare team that made Mass Effect was really into Deus Ex. A couple other games that they reference quite a bit. Star Control 2, I think, was another one that was heavily inspired Mass Effect. You there, friends with Rowdy. Why does he discriminate against floaters? I love the way this game drops lore at you so far. We're an intelligent, well-spoken race. My cousin, Conrad, is the master informant of the bricks. Look him up. He likes to hang out at the fountain overlook. Okay. People look surprised when they hear one of us talk so eloquently. Our vocal cords are the most versatile in the entire galaxy. That's cool. So we'll talk to Rowdy real quick, why not? I don't know why I just transitioned to first-person view, but it's fine. It's actually a little bit easier to understand what I'm doing. Rowdy. Doesn't actually care, okay. Two frame loading screens, yeah. Yeah, it seems like it was decently received, but nobody really played it or heard of it.
You're gonna hit me, aren't you?
Combat tutorial. Oh, it's turn-based. Oh. That's cool. Well, he definitely hit me. Maybe we're gonna establish what happens when I get wrecked by an orc.
Was it something I said?
Yeah, to my sister.
Oh, he's not an orc. He's a cyborg.
You know, there's a special introductory offer at the Temple of Beating up the street. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to brush up on those
Cyborg,
self-defense
wow.
skills. Don't you think?
Great minds. Pun alike. Broke my gun. Stop at Whackmaster Jack's and brush up on your fighting skills. Just my humble advice. Such a lucky dog. Someone dropped a Heel Grease Plus over there behind me. That is lucky. F5 to go to the party status screen, click on the icon of your face, then click on the Heel Grease Plus. Bind up your wounds in no time. On your face. Inventory. Heel Grease Plus. Got it. Okay. My broken distant pistol.
28, 15, 31, and 9 will commence in 15 seconds.
People walking on the ceiling, that's great.
Please keep area clear. The district of South Anachronox is not liable for injury or death resulting from plate transitions. Stand by.
I said the thing. So I assume the root of the title is anachronistic. What does it have to do with, like, the Time Minder creatures? I'm really interested to figure out how time plays into this.
I hate this place.
Poor creep fell 40 feet to his death. The grav path must have malfunctioned. Yeah, no, I'm digging it as a setting. It seems like it's doing a fun job of like slowly introducing you. Like it's great in that it kind of gives you the noir detective opening at the very beginning, so you kind of get, okay, this is the basic genre. Then you start zooming out a little bit into the sci-fi parts. Where's Master Jack's Temple of Beating? Hang right at the end of this corridor. Okay. Let's go to the Temple of Beating first. Yeah, Fountain Spiral, Whackmaster Jax. This game's coming through a little dark to stream. I'm gonna see if I can crank the gamma a bit. Ooh, maybe not that much. That's better. If I was in this world, a diegetic mouse cursor hovering there doing barrel rolls would weird you out. I know, right? That's so funny. I feel like it's the one game element that I've never seen explained diegetically. Save points have been diegetic. Your HUD has been diegetic. Hello. Dude, that hot detective with the cool ride? What happened to you, man? You look awful. Thanks, Max Durgle. Training, boxing, fighting. Whackmaster Jax. Time minders are little brain fly people. That's cool. Likes men with broad shoulders. Every guy she's going out with is the size of a Zong ball player. Did this game come out? What month did this game come out in? Robo targets are making a joke out of you. I love like kind of cheesy sci-fi where you just take lots of real world words and then add sci-fi prefixes onto them, like Zong ball, robo targets. I feel like we don't really do that anymore. Bag of gloatants. Collecting gloatants for 10 long years now. I'm gonna have to fight gloatants later. Oh, cool. It's a cool looking alphabet. June, okay. This sort of thing got so like heavily parodied in the mid-2000s that it became really hard to do a setting like this completely sincerely. Like if you were going to do it, it had to be campy satire, right? Or nowadays, if you get a story like this, it's like an intentional retro callback. Whackmaster Jack. Judging by the choice condition of that shiner, I suspect you're here to learn the fine art of the scuffle, the beat, the whack. I don't take loafers, I don't take thieves, I take students. I expect respect. Give me any lip and I'll fatten it. It's a small matter of my training fee. Knowledge ain't cheap, but for a mere 5 loonies, you can get our first lesson. Sure, here's your cash. Streets of Anachronox hide all manner of threat, and you would do well to learn some basics. You're gonna learn the way of the whack. Better cut jack-wise. Beef up on the fundamentals. Some of this will seem simple, basic, but unless you've got a firm grasp, you're gonna be coughing up teeth instead of wisecracks. Bastion of Beathood. First of the basic abilities is Might, indicates how physically powerful you are in a fight. Something about that spare tire around your girdle tells me this ain't going to be your forte. It's an important attribute for both your beefiness and beat skill. Agility is what makes you fast, graceful, and likely to avoid a licking. Dodge all but the most skilled attacks. Agility is an important attribute for speed, beat, and beat block. Third and last skill is wisdom. This one doesn't seem your forte either. So for your sake, there's still a brain cell or two rattling around in there. Hold on a sec, Chief. I came here to learn how to fight. You gonna teach me something useful or what? If you get frazzled this easily, you're gonna get sandbagged by the first scrapper you lock horns with. They made a good decision on which text to voice act and not voice act, right? Wisdom boils down to intelligence. Can't jump an opponent with brains alone. A spoonful of wisdom can make a little might go a long way. Important attribute for beat block. I see. So they're attributes that contribute to skills, like most tabletop RPGs. Main skills used in battle are beefiness, beat, speed, and beat block. Beefiness is the ability to deal large amounts of raw damage. Beat is how good you are at hitting someone. Beat is accuracy. Beefiness is damage. Speed is how fast you can attack. Beat block is avoiding getting hit. Those are very flavorful names for damage, accuracy, speed, and defense. Self-improvement that separates us from the animals. So does a high-caliber beat pistol. Tap into your clientele are mostly dead beats. Hey, it's a new pistol. Always have your weapon equipped at all times. The last thing you want to worry about when alley goons are kicking your teeth into kibble is getting out your sidearm and loading it. Okay. This is what it looks like when you get in battle. As soon as the fight breaks out, your battle plaque will appear. Whenever it's your turn, battle icons will appear above the plaque, allows you to select your next move. Use attack to try and plant a blow on your enemy. Move allows you to sidestep. Oh, okay, positioning matters, that's fun. Item allows you to use items from your inventory. Action allows you to use something in the immediate environment, but only if you can reach it from where you're standing. So the original Deus Ex was like a FPS RPG, right? Like, it had real-time shooting. This is pretty cool that it has turn-based combat. I've noticed a circle filling up in your battle plaque. This is your battle timer. Okay, so it's kind of like ATB. Escape the action by right-clicking on your mouse by hitting escape. Beat attack. Nice. You take a poke without fighting back? Can't stir up her hornet's nest without getting stung. Health bar shows how much life you have left. I think this game is meant to be pretty tongue-in-cheek. Take another shot and we'll move on. Cool. Not bad. You need to loosen up. You hold the gun like it's a dead rat. Wrist it better. Let's see what that robot droid did to you with one hit. I feel like that sort of humor kind of comes with the cyberpunk territory. I've never really seen cyberpunk played completely straight outside of maybe like the original Blade Runner. Even the sequel has quite a bit of levity to it. Worker once paid me with a life cursor shield upgrade. Oh. So how many people have life cursors? Oh, now that we've spiced up your life cursor, you'll notice a new battle icon and a full bar we haven't discussed. This new icon is for your battle skill. Special moves you perform during battle, they're powerful but require special energy. It's called Bouge? Okay. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I've never seen that word before. That's probably fair, Walter. It's been a really long time since I read Snow Crash. I remember that being played pretty straight. Screen. Oh, can't do it on the robo target, I see. So my little life cursor protects me. It's pretty great. I dig it. I took about half as much damage. Okay, cool. Part of the introductory offer to the Temple of Beating, every new client gets 2 heal grease plus at the end of their first lesson. Judging the way that robot beats you up, you're gonna need it. Okay. Boots has gained a level. How do I process that? Boots. Stats. Okay, I think I just automatically gained skills, it looks like. Maybe? I have a save anywhere option turned on, but I think the game by default you're only allowed to save at these guys, the Time Minders. We went from 20 to 30. Yeah, Kiki, if you save some SP and win an auction, you can put it on the voting spreadsheet. I'd love to play the rest of this game. You'll get a discount for having been on Subblock as well. Can't access data links, but I paid big bucks to modify PAL 18 to hotwire these suckers. Can I go get PAL out of my room? Let me go back and check. Oh, this game is super cool. It has aged much better than a lot of the other PC like RPG type games I've played from this period. At least in terms of its like compatibility with a modern system. I'm not having to run this in a virtual machine or like read a manual before I start playing to understand what's going on. This is made in the Quake engine? Really? It's interesting. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I guess he's dead, that's why I can't bring him with me. Got it. Cool dance floor. Yeah, even really good games on PC can age poorly, but some games are just solidly coded and keep working forever. I would say most PC games released prior to... I would almost even say prior to Windows 7, I sometimes struggle with. Unless if they're on Steam, and it's usually fine. A lot of the games I have to run in a Windows XP virtual machine. Like we needed that for Command & Conquer, Arcanum, Longest Journey. PC games that don't work well when they're new. It's a robot. Flingbot. I fling things for $1. Okay. I like the way the camera moves when you initiate dialogue. It's very smooth, it could easily glitch out, but it seems like it knows what it's doing. It was happening during the combat tutorial, Whackmaster Jack. Some games on Steam aren't perfect, you know. Yeah, I know, right, Aki? Scotch Ferguson, Vertigo, here now, so dizzy. I tried to walk up the sloped green gravel path that leads to Casinox, just around this corner, but as soon as I found myself walking up the wall, I panicked and kicked off.
Warning. Transition minor on plate sections 28, 15, 31, and 9 will commence in 15
Ow,
seconds.
dick.
The District of South Anachronox.
It's not gonna cut it, is it?
Injury or death resulting from plate transition. Stand by. Transition complete.
Runaway choice? Doesn't look like it. Oh! So it is ATB. I can't dick around once my turn comes up. Don't go down that way, got it. Party killed in battle. Oh, it's in the opposite. Okay. Morrowind's in 4K on Xbox One X, right on. Don't go that way, because it's death. I don't think I can get to that ladder, can I? Might need to take more lessons from Whackmaster Jack to really get past that orc dude. Although there's one other path I haven't taken. Let me check this one out. Fountain. Questioned me about a case a few years ago. You had a toy robot taking notes for you. Whatever happened to Jane? Guess it's worth talking to people multiple times. Hope you get your life out of the gutter. There you go, Aki. Okay, yeah, so it looks like it just takes me up through here. I think that's my only other path, so I'm going to try to do some more training. This is the path that leads me to an orc that kicked my ass last time. Of which game, Walter? Morrowind, I gotcha. I thought there was like a plan to like remake Morrowind in Skyrim's engine. But I'm sure it's like taking about as long as something like Black Mesa, never actually getting done. Last lesson got your blood pumping, didn't it? Ready for more? Bring it. Crack your knuckles, pull up your socks, and let's begin. Next major element you need to learn about is distance. Distance between you and your enemies can make all the difference in the world. Somebody who fights with their bare hands or a stick needs to be close to their enemy in order to land a blow. Someone with a gun can attack from further away. For all I know, you have an ascent of common sense in your cranium. 2 attack types, melee and ranged. Melee attacks require the attacker to be close. Ranged attacks can be done from a distance. If you roll your eyes at me one more time, I'll knock them out for good. Focus on the move command. When you click on move, the movement grid will appear, allowing you to select any available node you want to travel to. Interesting, okay. I see. So technically it's grid-based, it looks like. I could move one space at a time, looks like. Ow. Took a while to catch up to you. I make a habit out of getting slapped around every time I throw you in the ring. I better teach you how to heal yourself. Antibiotic healing grease prevents scars, infection, and relieves pain. That's cool. I do like the idea of there being environmental objects. Here's a sample tube. Can we call it gel? You never have enough heal grease, so stock up when you don't have the chance. We're going to learn about blocking. Now you have the opportunity to use the surrounding environment to your advantage. Whenever you're sitting next to something you can use in battle, the action icon appears. Step the node on your left using move, and use action to activate the switch there. Oh, I see. You're gonna zap him when he moves to the middle there. Oh, that's cool. Show him Bedlam. Dustin. Hey X3, how you doing? See ya, Kiki. Glad you're able to pop in. Have a good day. Your ranged weapon doesn't always mean you'll hit your intended target. Line of sight can come into play. If someone stands directly between you and the enemy, chances are you won't target them. I'm gonna cane your face. Hi, for Book Club's channel. I think Book Club had to bounce. What game were y'all playing this week? Save. Like Lost Vikings? You're almost ready to graduate from the Temple of Beating. Some adversaries you encounter will have attacks with lingering properties called status effects. Throw a bindle bag? Experience a burn status effect when the flames go out. Thank you, you're kind to say so. Using the item icon, click on the middle bag and select the robo target icon. Wow, that worked. Satisfact item, pick excellent weapons in battle. Shield cells give you an extra layer of protection. Even my worst shield cell is worth more than everything you own except maybe the life cursor. Before you were using the shield cell, you had 200 health, now you have 40 more hit points. See, and it's colored differently. Barely managed to scrape you. I wonder if it like regenerates or something. Master Jack can teach you no more. Anything else you're going to learn, you got to earn at the cost of your own blood out there in the field. Shoot him in the TikTok. Okay. Thanks, man. I like the smoke effect in your cigar. Alright, so I don't think my capabilities have changed terribly much for that fight. Guess I could use the Fatima screen, but I was worried that it wouldn't save me that much in terms of incoming damage. Try it here in a sec. Things like saving are pretty smooth in this game. I'm a fan of that. What's up, dude? Nothing to fear in the dark of the night, for I have beefy whacking at my disposal. To hit or not to hit? Not to hit? You're right. Forgive my violence. You are a saint. I'm meant to be able to get in there, okay. If this game is actually first person and it's like doing some kind of shenanigan to show a character in the front of your field of view, it would make the controls make a lot more sense. It's like having to use the mouse to turn, right? Alright, let me go get my ass kicked by this guy again, probably. Vertigo, here, now. Talked to this guy before we died last time. Relative gravity system is madness. When I look up and see people walking on the ceilings, it breaks my mind. Key is to stay on the same plane. I might need to use the upgrade from before. Yep, alright. So I'll try topping off before I start the fight. Also possible that I could get a, like an upgrade somewhere, let's see. Party. Upgrades plus. No available substitutions. Best items equipped. Let's heal for 500. Alright, let me try putting up the shield first this time and see if that makes enough of a difference. I think that lasts, hopefully that lasts for more than one attack, I guess we'll see. Does. Oh, I have the bindle bag still. Okay, that might be enough to beat him then. If I die again, I'll just open with that, and that might be enough to finish him off. I think this guy's melee only, but I also don't think I can move far enough away from him to be able to damage him without him being able to close the gap. Hey! It's pretty tough as far as a first battle goes.
Warning. Transition line on plate sections 28, 15,
I like his little
31,
post-combat victory dance.
commence in 15 seconds.
$100 and a heal grease plus. Bugs are crawling on that thing.
Please keep area clear. The district of South.
Let's go ahead and save again. Oh, I see. Nice.
Transition complete.
What is this, Outer Wilds? What did he look like? Bandana and ponytail. Pretty sure he was shirtless and his nipples were pierced. Caught a whiff of spasm perfume. One eye was completely red. Member of the Junkyard 20 gang. Their numbers have gone up ever since the sewer wars. That's great. Sacred Fools disbanded after the sewer wars. Mission of the Junkyard 20 demands a painful rite of passage. They hollow out the inductee's left eye with a Gorian heat fork and some disinfection acid. And then a ruby robo eye cup is stuffed into the empty socket. They're so nice for a Nox guard. I love the names of everything in this. They're very silly. Warning women to avoid loitering around transition areas. Two choices, up and down.
Warning. Transition major of plate section C, D, E, and F.
Yeah, I know, right?
15 seconds.
I'm a blood cop. The Vile Brigade. Gonna kill him. Take out his money and then I'm gonna kill him. Simon Langer must die for what he did. His address isn't listed on SenderNet. If only I knew where Simon lives, I could avenge the death of my father. Okay. Presumably that doesn't add to my quest list, right? Long dead alien city planet floating inside the shell of Sender 1. Anachronox was theorized to have once been home to millions of quarantined aliens who slowly died of some sort of horrible plague. leaving the city to fall to ruins, taken over by the refuse of the galaxy as the center of their nefarious dealings. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty familiar concept, isn't it? Anachronox means poison from the past, poison remaining from a previous time. It's basically the Citadel, right? In Mass Effect. I'm gonna have to Google it later, but I wouldn't be surprised if Karpashin and others were inspired by this game.
I know secrets. Lots of them. We could share a few if you've got any to spare.
Look, you little beefer. I know every Stulola from here to the reservoir. And you ain't a regular.
Regardless, I know things. For example, one of Debtor's crash doctors threw a private dick out a window today, just a few blocks away from here.
Feel his eyes better now.
Like a rag doll.
So you heard about that, huh? Big deal. You gotta do better than that if you want to impress me.
Your first pet was a miniature Spitzer named Earl.
What's your rate, Chunker?
Strictly a
Look at that
quid
eyebrow
pro
raise.
quo arrangement. I believe the free exchange of information should be the goal of every civilized society. Don't you think? Keeps everyone just a little more honest.
So I gotta share my dirt with you before you'll sprinkle any of your own, huh?
That's the idea. I'll be here for the next few hours if you have any inquiries, Detective.
Thank you, Mr. Conrad. Hangs out in the fountain overlook. Anything I might uncloud for you? Not too free. Say elite nose. Oh, that's right, I just came over. You just want to go up, okay. Oh, I guess this one only goes up and down. Okay, I thought I could actually choose a different button. Take the grav path further away. Would you like me to walk you home? Heavens no, my dog would disown me. Gotta find this Dynamo guy. Might not be by the grav path. Let's see. Double check. There's a character who gave me directions. She was outside where I first came out. Let's see. Just want to leave future me with some context of where to go so I don't revisit all these areas and play this again. It's Max Durgal. There's this lady, right? You were very helpful before. Take the fountain spiral halfway up until you reach the first quarter on your right, then follow the signs. Flank Brinks Flophouse, 10 minutes area. It must be through here somewhere. Maybe I can't actually go up on the elevator. I think I can only go down. Maybe it's further down the elevator, though. Alright, future Marstead, you might want to Google this. You're looking for Frank's Flophouse. There's an elevator that looks like it only goes down, and it's past... Oh, wait. Maybe this is right. Oh, I think it's just through this door. Okay, no. Yeah, that's right. I just talked to that guy. You get on this elevator? Oh, okay, this is where you gotta be. There's another elevator here. Click on this button, take it up, and you can go do the first quest. F1 brings up your quest guide, tells you what you're doing. From F1, you can click party and equip your character and all that stuff. F2 is to save the game, so don't forget that. Thank you, Kiki, for sharing this. This game is pretty cool. It's one of the best aging Western RPGs that I've played from this era. Like, not just the fact that it works on my machine, but I'm really impressed at the core gameplay loop is pretty simple. Kind of reminds me of a modern RPG.